If you've ever wondered if we show the good and the bad around here, then today's video will definitely answer that question, because that title isn't clickbait. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today was supposed to be a joyous Q1 update of my Teachers Pay Teachers store, where I tell you all the great things going on and all the growth I've seen and all these rainbows and sunshine going on. But none of that happened. If you're new to my channel, I do recommend checking out this playlist of previous Teachers Pay Teachers videos. It will give you an update as to where we've started, but long story short, I have been a newbie premium seller on Teachers Pay Teachers since August of 2022. But clicking on those videos will also give you the idea of what kind of numbers were we pulling in back then, so you can see what a disappointment. I'm just kidding. Which will also make my current disappointments make sense. Also, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kristen and I am a former classroom teacher turned online educator and Teachers Pay Teachers seller. I almost said failure. It's going really well today. Either way, we make videos all about online education, working from home, teaching online, making resources. If any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to click that little red subscription button and the bell down below. If you also like these monthly TpT updates, let us know by giving this one a huge thumbs up. Maybe that will bring some luck to the store. Who knows? At this point, we'll go with anything that brings luck to the store. Lastly, if you are also a Teachers Pay Teachers seller, let us know how your Q1 went down below. Did you have goals? Did you hit them? Are you looking to set future goals? Let us know everything down below in the comments. But without any further ado, and to be done stalling, let's talk about Q1. If you caught my 2022 income report, then you'd remember me stating that my December 2022 income was, in December, we hit our 2022 monthly high in earnings, making $171.98. And now looking at these numbers, I was averaging between $100 to $150 a month entering 2023. And just so you know, I am referencing my store numbers right below the camera screen. I will share what I'm seeing with you up here as well. But just so you know, entering 2023, we were somewhere between $100 to $150 a month. And then Q1 happened. And just to include a thorough recap, I stated entering 2023 that my goals were make 10 new resources every single month, establish an email list, and start marketing off of Teachers Pay Teachers. We were really ambitious back in the day, and of those 3 goals, I've accomplished none. 0. But like most things in life, there are 2 sides to this story, and I only showed you one. What I showed you in that income report was my August to December income, right? And you saw those numbers climb and climb, and you saw that December was my highest month of the year. What I didn't show you was that I was on a 6-week sabbatical from my day job, which is online teaching. So I had all the time in the world to schedule products, make the thumbnails, the ads, the promotions, the notes to sellers. I had the time where 10 products a month was not a problem. It was actually seen as a way to keep my schedule busy, to keep motivated and inspired to grow the shop. Essentially, I was lucky enough to do TpT in a full-time capacity the entire month of December. So really, it's not surprising to me that it was my highest month of sales in 2022. And then we started the new year and I was right back into the world of online teaching, scheduling classes, making YouTube videos for this channel and my secondary channel. I also make pre-recorded classes for my students. I started a membership on this YouTube channel. There was a lot going on. So the idea of waking up, looking at all these ideas and creating products all day long, it just didn't happen. It wasn't in the cards. And looking back now, I really should have remembered the situation I was in, but I think I was just so excited and I thought, oh, look what I've got going. It's just gonna keep growing. I didn't actually take my blinders off and think, hey, you have to go back to juggling all the components of your job, you also, Kristen, bought a house that needs a lot of projects and renovating. When are you going to get those done? Bottom line, my priorities shifted and Teachers Pay Teachers could no longer be my sole or only priority. I feel like we could just end the video right there and I could say, hey, we failed Q1 and this is why, but I want to go a little bit more in depth and I want to look at some numbers. So let's look at January, February, and March of 2023. I am also going to share my screen. Now you're seeing what I'm seeing. This is our January 2023 income report. And right now, it doesn't look too bad. We've made $91.74. We've had some good days of sales. We can see earnings. We also sold 40 units. And if we look at last year's comparison, if you remember, January of 2022, I was not a premium seller. I had 4 items in an abandoned shop that I never used. So 2023 compared to 2022 is pretty impressive. Last year we were at $8.60 and now we are at $91.74. So January, not looking so bad. Then I'm gonna jump into the custom range of February 2023. We went from $91 down to $39.79. Why is this? My best guess here is I don't have seasonal resources that teachers want and or need in the month of February. At this point in time, I didn't have Valentine's Day. I didn't have any of the big units that teachers would be looking for in my store at this time. But $39.79, and I sold a total of 18 units. So we saw a big drop in numbers here, but comparing February of 2023 to 2022, we have still grown exponentially. So $39.79. And then let's jump to March of 2023. You guys can see here, March, a tiny bit better than February. We made $40.05. I'm going to go ahead and assume that February and March are both lower numbers strictly because I do not have those seasonal products. And if you've watched any other TpT YouTuber, podcaster, blogger, they all state the biggest differences in their shop came from seasonal products, bundles, and sales. Yes, they're gonna talk about marketing off of TpT, but I've never marketed off of TpT and I've still seen this huge drastic drop in numbers. Let's compare March to March of last year. And again, we did $40 this year and $9.45 last year. Also, units sold 18. So we sold 18 in both March and February and 40 in January. Now, January, I don't have a bunch of seasonal items outside of my winter activity packets that I had going out in December. I also threw in a lot of sub plans because I knew a lot of teachers might be out sick and they might have plans change last minute. So my substitute teaching plans are probably what also helped my January look better than February and March. And just because we can, let's put all of Q1 together. So if we were looking at the same trajectory of last year, I would guesstimate that we would be between $350 and $400 for Q1. That clearly did not happen. And looking at these numbers, Q1 brought us $171.58 with a total number of units sold being 76. Now, I could sit here and be sad and upset and, oh, my store went down, I can't believe it, I'm a failure. Or I can sit here and say, what can I do to make this better? And what can I do in Q2? Q2 has already started. I'm filming this video on Monday, April 10th. We are 10 days into Q2. What can I take from my failures in Q1 and move them into resolutions in Q2? That is something that I will absolutely be looking into, but just looking at Q1 of this year compared to Q1 of last year, $171 this year compared to $20.45. So am I where I want to be right now? No, but am I learning from the mistakes and looking for ways to resolve them in the future? Yes. And you guys can clearly see this chart. My store is growing. It might not be at the rate I want or compared to 4 months ago what it was doing, but you know what? It's just gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep learning from mistakes. I have plenty of products I have in mind to make. I also have plenty of things I want to go back on existing products and change. I've talked to a lot of teachers who have worked with my products, which I think is a humbling experience in itself. So I've got a lot of things I do want to work on with my shop. I am also going to resolve this issue by blocking out certain times of the week that are only for Teachers Pay Teachers. If you guys missed my last vlog, I will post it up above in the cards. I redid my entire spring schedule. And at this point in time, I am only teaching my scheduled classes in the morning. So I am only logged in and working with my students between 8 a.m. and noon. Of course, I will still need to lesson plan and do correspondence and make materials for my learners, but that now frees up my time to do things like I'm doing right now. It's 1 p.m. I'm filming this video, and then I'm gonna go and edit it. I'll go work on some products. I'll probably sit down and plan out some April, May, and June products to work on, which brings me, we're gonna turn off the share screen now. And I now want to talk to you guys about 3 ways I am going to combat my Q1 shop performance. Number 1, new product goals. Now, at the end of 2022, I stated I wanted 10 products in the shop every month, and clearly having so many other priorities and 24 hours in a day, that is not really possible if I want to keep my products to the quality and standards they are now. Could I go push out 10 really crappy products? Of course I can, but I really don't want to do that. So the first thing I wrote down is 4 good quality products. Instead of striving for 10 that we don't really care about, invest the time, make products that you're proud of, and be sure to include both evergreen and seasonal products. If you're a newbie seller and you don't know the term evergreen, think of it like a product that will help teachers anytime in the year. So for me, it's a lot of like seating charts. Because I'm a music teacher, my seating charts are not the standard 20 to 30 students in a classroom. When I did band and choir, I needed specially made seating charts for my students. And that is something, yes, that will be higher in the beginning months of the year, but with choirs and bands changing throughout the year or having performances that might need separate seating charts, that to me is an evergreen product. But number 1, setting my new product goal for 4 high quality products a month. Then number 2, I wrote, continue putting off the mailing list and use our note to sellers feature. Yes, I literally made a combat goal for Q2 that literally said, continue holding off my mailing list. Now you might be sitting here and thinking, wait a minute, you didn't make your sales and you're gonna continue putting off your mailing list? Well, I am taking it one step at a time. I am right now just getting used to my spring hours. I wanna make sure that I am making the products that I want to make. Once I've got that under my belt, it is in my schedule, it is something I know I'm going to do, it is a concrete habit and routine, then I might look into continuing to grow a mailing list. But right now, I am utilizing my notes to seller feature on our TpT shops. That way I can let anybody following me know about new products or sales. It's essentially the same thing I would do on a mailing list. I'm just using my notes to seller feature on Teachers Pay Teachers. Will a mailing list be on my list of things one day? Yes. Is it on the list right now? No. And number 3, I wrote income is on a come what may status. And I wrote to myself, Kristen, we are still higher than our Q1 of 2022, so it's best to just focus on the positives and grow the products in the store. So I'm not going to set an actual income goal, but I would love to continue going up above the $40 a month. I would love to be back in the 90 to 150 range. But again, I started my shop in August, so I really need to focus on and make products that will help teachers towards the end of the school year. Summer months, I really don't know what to expect this summer, and so many of you are saying expect nothing, just expect nothing, so that's what we'll do. We will figure out what topics we will have with our monthly TpT videos on this channel come summer. If you have any ideas, let me know down below and write in like hashtag TpT topic. If I choose yours, I will send you a gift card. Amazon, Chipotle, or Starbucks, your choice, but let me know. Income, not going to set a goal. So just to review, 3 things I'm going to focus on in Q2. 4 products a month is my product goal, holding off on a mailing list, and letting income be a come what may status. Hopefully that will help my Q2 be better this year. I am also looking at my calendar. I am rearranging my schedule so that I will have certain days that I just focus on Teachers Pay Teachers. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of landscaping ventures. As I did mention, my husband and I are new homeowners, and we don't have the lovely coveted HOA that we did on our condo property. So a lot of landscaping, a lot of things going on in the backyard and the front. And once again, if you do want to see my current work from home schedule and a week in my life vlog, I will post it down below and up above in the cards. But you guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, or at least honest and insightful. Owning a Teachers Pay Teacher store or just a business in general isn't always, rainbows and sunshine. It sometimes is just looking at your mistakes, things that didn't go the way you want, and pivoting. I have never known a successful individual or a business or company that didn't pivot or learn from their mistakes, and our TpT shops are no different. So if you had a rough month, or if you have yet to have a good month, just keep going, work on your products, do some trial and error, and see what works best with you guys. Guys, have a happy Q2. I will see you in next month's Teachers Pay Teachers video. Bye! We've got our Carrie Bradshaw hair going. Tried to look a little cute today for spring theme. Hooray. All right.